Hello and welcome back to Almost Functional. Today we're doing something kind of new. I had a subscriber send me a list they wanted me to review, so we're going to do that. If anyone else wants us to start doing stuff like that for you, please feel free to contact me through either the Almost Functional Facebook page or our email, and maybe we'll start doing some more of this. But all right, this is a Champions of Rust list sent to us by Alexander. So let's go ahead and bring that up. So he's got Logan on Stormrider, Yorick the Slayer, Captain with Black Death, uh, Librarian in Phobos armor, 2 Lieutenants in Phobos armor, Assault Intercessor Squad, Regular Intercessor Squad, 10 Hounds of Mordecai, 10 man, 2 5 Reaver Squads, 10 Wolfguard with combi weapons, 3 Wolfen Squads with hammers, 2 Fenrisian Squads, 2 Lancers, and a Pulsar and a Rhino. All right, so let me pull up what he said to me. So he says this is designed to be more of a control list starting in Saga the Warriorborn. So that's normally a saga I start in most time anyway, with the captain designed to, and the Assault Intercessors and a Pulsar to try to get Beast Slayer early. I like that. That's something I do fairly often in Champions of Rust lists, is use that captain as like a grenade to trigger that saga. The only thing I would possibly switch here is switch the Power Fist to the Mastercrafted Power Sword or Relic Sword, whichever one it is. It gives you 6 attacks instead of 5. Because if you're really using him as the grenade to just do that once per game, our finest hour, you don't need the extra strength and stuff of the Power Fist because you're just fishing for dev wounds. So I like having that extra attack in there for that. But that's the only real critique I have there. Librarian in Phobos armor and the 2 Lieutenants in Phobos armor, I'm assuming are running with the Hounds and the Reaver squads. I believe the 2 Lieutenants are with the Reaver squads, and the idea with them is to do the deep strike in, shoot, and then move to threaten people's backfields and potentially get Saga Majesty early by taking that backfield. And I guess the Phobos Librarian is running with the Hounds of Mordecai to give them Lone Op and some psychic protection. Personally, I feel like there's a little too much points in all of this. I will probably drop the second Reaver Squad and Lieutenant. I think you only need one. And possibly the Librarian and Hounds of Mordecai, possibly just drop that whole combo. I like their potential in certain matchups, but I just don't really think they're that good in some other ones, so it's kind of a niche thing. Wolfguard with combi weapons, with Ulrich, running in the Rhino, I'm assuming. I like that unit. I run that a lot. I go for Storm Shields over combi weapons, but this gives you some decent shooting when you pop out before you charge in, which this is just a playstyle preference. I prefer having the shields just to make the unit a little more tanky, but this gives them some decent shooting output before they go in. So I don't hate this. It's actually a pretty decent combo, just not exactly my play style, but I think this could work really well, so I like that. 3 Wolfen units I think is too much. You got 3 Wolfen and 2 Fenrisians. I know you're banking on getting the Reaver squads to trigger Majesty, and then they all get OC and can start doing stuff. But in situations where somebody's running infiltrator squads or just is really good at screening out and prevents you from doing that, this is just 5 squads you have running around that can't do actions, can't OC. So I'd probably drop at least 2 Wolfen and probably 1 Fenrisian squad. I don't hate having some Wolfen because they do still hit hard. It's just that's all they do right now. And then Wolves are cheap little screen. Lancers, I love and hate these things. Whenever I look at their profiles, I just think they're really, really good. Just they never seem to do it for me. But that just could be bad dice luck on my side. But I do like their data sheets. I do like their profiles. I think there is. I'd never hate taking Lanterns. I always end up putting them back in my list because they just that long range support over the combat of Champions of Rust is pretty good. Pulsar Rhino, love those. Keep your guys safe till you get where you want to be, and then they're great for doing actions and screening and move blocking, and there's real good utility pieces if they survive after your guys get out. So with that being said, we'll go back to this list here and show what I would change. And another thing that is Logan on Storm Rider, but no Thunderwolves. I'm not a big fan of that. I do like having Logan in the list. So I would drop this for regular Logan. Still make him the Warlord. Now he can still drop in and gives you the ability to do his Howl once a game. And now he's really good at harassing backfields, doing containments, and he becomes more of a utility piece, which I find I really like. Black Death Captain, we'll leave that alone. No, we'll go ahead and I'll show you the change I would make, but this isn't a big change. I would just go here, just so you get the 6 attacks instead of the 5. It's not as good on your our finest hour turn, but I find mine doesn't normally live longer than that when I'm using him to run out and try to trigger that Saga early. Kind of has to throw him out as a grenade. So this is a slight tweak that you can take or ignore that. I'm going to drop this and this. Keep him. I like that. Sultan says run him. Intercessors, you can sticky, but now with the point where I just love infiltrators. They just screen your backfield so well. And this, I find they deny a lot of secondaries. Infiltrators do. So we'll go ahead and add we'll drop the Hounds of Mordecai in the second Reaver squad. Wolfguard I like. We don't touch that. We'll drop 2 of these Wolfen. We'll drop 1 Fenrisian. Keep the Lancers. Keep them. All right, so that leaves us. See what's that? 730 points to play with. So I would go in here. First thing I'm going to add is the Infiltrator squad. Give them the Helix for the Feel No Pain and the Comms Array, which I never remember to use, but potentially you could get stratagems back. Rarely ever use stratagems on them. They just sit in my backfield and really don't do much, but they deny a lot from the enemy. So I find it's worth it. If you have the model, this is worth doing the Power Fist, but that's not a big thing. All right, so then someone I love in Champions of Rust, and I pretty much take him in almost everyone, is Ragnar. So we'll add Ragnar in. We'll give him a squad of Blade Guard, which I think is a really, really awesome combo. And then we'll pump them up to a full squad. And some of this, if you don't have the models for it, obviously you can't run it. And then that would let us run a second Impulsor. On my Impulsors, I run with the Invul Save. He runs them with the Missile Relayer. So once again, where I prioritize Invul Saves, he prioritizes shooting and offense, which a little bit of a cold here. So I would change that, but the way he's playing, I don't think that is necessarily a needed change. So after we add those, that still leaves us 280 points. So we have Ragnar squad, Yolric squad for damage, Captain squad for triggering an early thing, Infiltrators, Reavers, Wolfen do damage, Fenrisians, Glancers. Gladiator Lancers are good for damage. All right, so we got some good mission play. What do we want to add here? We got 280 points. Yolric. We could throw Murderfang in, which I love Murderfang, but that's not a needed thing. Rapid Ingress him in. He does a lot of damage, but we'll leave that alone for now. You could always throw Bjorn in. He's good for kind of helping hold the middle and denying a lot of trying to help stop people getting off stratagems. That's the word I'm looking for. All right. See, I've been running 2 Wolf squads for a while now, 2 Thunderwolf squads. So having these extra points really. So we got 280. We do this. We give Logan a squad to run with, which I don't hate, because now you can get him in, and when he does damage, if he can finish off a unit, you. Why is my brain not working today? You can get a CP if he does the last wound to a unit. All right. So this is just preference thing. What do I do? So I like Thunderhammer Storm Shields. How do we do this? This is a weird layout. So Power Weapon Stormbolter. Oh, this is just. Oh, I added a pack leader. Okay. That's why. That's what's going on there. All right. No. Square Terminators. Weapons. Okay. All right, Storm Shield. Oh, there we go. Stormbolter. Thunderhammer. All right, I guess that's 1 per guy. So it's making us kit them all out the same way. All right, that's weird. Wolfguard Terminators, you're supposed to be able to customize a lot more than that. But anyway, I like them with Thunderhammer Storm Shield. You could stick Cyclo or drop the shield off one of them and give them like a Cyclone or a Assault Cannon or something. But then you run them with Logan, and that should leave us 95 points. Yeah. All right, and not a lot to do, and he seemed to like the Wolfen unit. So at that point, we'll go ahead and let's just add the second Wolfen unit back in. So we only dropped one of his Wolfen and one of his Fenrisians. So I think we kept the core of the list the same. He still got his Reavers. He still got his Ulrich, his Captain Squad. So this is something I personally think is a little better than that other list. But also, as we've seen some unit choices, I have probably a little bit of a different play style. So take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, if I had that list that was given to me and was allowed to tweak it and I had to run it, this would be probably what I would end up doing with it. But feel free to message me, tell me what you think of that. Other people, give me your thoughts. With that being said, that's where we're going to go ahead and leave this for now. Like, share, subscribe, all that cool YouTube stuff. Send in some more lists if you want us to. I'll try to get if we get a bunch of lists in, I'll try to get like Aiden or someone else to get with me and just do a more than just my opinion on it. Some other Wolf players, what they think. But I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time.